Hello, my name is Kayla Cochran, and this is my project on why children lie. I hope you enjoy it. Children lie for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it's to avoid punishment or gain a reward, or it's because they have limited knowledge on language. Sometimes they don't remember the actual events that happened. Sometimes they lie to protect the feelings of others, and sometimes they lie because they're scared of the truth. As adults, we teach children that lying is bad and they should never lie, and in some cases, if they lie, they will be punished for it. At the same time, we're telling them that it's wrong to be too honest, and if they tell the truth, it could hurt somebody's feelings. How are they supposed to know when it's okay to lie and when they need to tell the truth? In 2009, a group of scientists gathered a group of students ranging in age from 7 years old to 11 years old. They were placed into groups. They were taught about the need to be honest and whether it was okay to lie or not okay to lie. Then they asked one member from each group to dress in an outrageously strange outfit. Then they asked all the other group members what they thought of the outfit that the child was wearing. Some of the students chose to be honest based on what they had just learned, while other students chose to be polite. This is known as a politeness test. They found that it was better to be polite and tell a little white lie than it was to be dishonest and possibly hurt their friends' feelings. In 2020, a group of scientists tested a group of students. They asked the children not to touch the toys and snacks that were placed in front of them until the adults came back into the room. The children did not know that the adults could see them even when they were not in the room. When the adults came back, they asked the children if they played with the toys or if they ate the snacks. Some of the students were honest and were able to resist the temptation and not touch the toys and snacks, while some of the students did touch the toys and snacks. Some of them were honest and some of them were not honest. This became known as a temptation test. So what does this prove to us? This proves that children have a moral compass. They know when it's okay to lie, like if it's going to protect your friend's feelings and not make them upset. This was shown during the politeness test. During the temptation test, the students realized that if they lied, they might not get a reward. So they lied so that way they could get the reward, which was being able to eat the cookies and play with the toys. They know that they maybe fabricated a story in order to get the reward, and they felt that that was okay because they weren't hurting anybody. During the competitive lying game, children were asked to play a game of tag. They were given instructions that when they were tagged, they were to sit in a designated area so that everyone knew they were out. When all the adults were in the room and the children were playing, they all followed the directions. When the adults left and sat behind a two-way mirror, some of the students failed to sit in the assigned area because they wanted to win the prize. Thus, they were being deceitful. They knew that if they sat in the area, they wouldn't be able to win the prize. So, they lied. When the children came back into the room, all the kids who did sit in the assigned area did win the prize, and the kids who lied did not win the prize. This was to teach them that being honest was the best policy and that they should tell the truth more than they should lie. Children need to know when to be absolutely honest. Some examples of this is when they're in a courtroom being questioned or interviewed by authorities. It's important to be super honest in these positions because sometimes they may have witnessed something scary and need therapy. Sometimes they may have the answers to a murder or seen somebody stealing, and they may have information that can help put the person who did wrong behind bars and keep other people safe. Another time when children need to be 100% honest is when they're at a doctor's appointment or in hospitals asking about their medical history and things like that. Another time when children may be questioned and need to be honest is when Child Protective Services come and ask them questions about their lives at home. It's important for them to be honest in these situations too. So sometimes children may not be honest in these situations because it's scary, they're nervous, they don't know how to feel. Sometimes if they're in the courtroom setting, like we said, they might be afraid that something bad will happen to them or their family members. They might go to jail, their family members might go to jail, but it's important that we remind them to be honest and to know when they're telling lies and when they're being truthful in those situations. Sometimes when they're in the hospital setting, they might want to admit why they got into those situations due to embarrassment or fear of getting in trouble. They might not be so willing to talk to CPS if they know maybe they'll be taken from their moms, maybe their moms will get in trouble, or maybe their parents will get in trouble. So sometimes they lie to cover that, or to cover the embarrassment or the fear that they are feeling at that time. However, it's super important that they know that they need to be honest during these times to keep themselves safe and to keep everyone around them safe and to keep other people safe. Basically, safety is the main reason why lying is bad, but it is also bad because you want to be honest as you can possibly be. And here are some of the references that I've used. I would just like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned something about children and lying.